Oh boy! Welcome to the bonus round, and I gotta say, by the way, I've read in Discord from IFCO that they changed the rotation for Conquest card backs. Say that 3 times fast. Conquest. And one of them that he showed was obviously the HallYall card back, and I think they're all the legendary ones. With this one, you can get the Karthus card back. With the other one, you can get the... Not sure if the Elder Red Dragon is also in there, but I know of HallYall and of Karthus, Lord Kappa, as I like to call him. And yeah, those were card backs that I think you only get if you pledge a certain amount of... No, wait, when you buy like the big card boxes, I think you can get a free legendary card back. Now they are in the Conquest rotation, I guess. And also, this one is also a card back that you get from Conquest. I'm not sure if that is in the marketplace. I think it's only in a Conquest thing, probably, because I've never seen this card back. That's freaking sweet. The good old Hydra. And let me know. Let me hit up HallYall real quick right here, just to interfere with the flow of the tournament. If you magically lose, there is a chance that we might face each other. Does anyone have a meme for him? Make sure that the prophecy fulfills itself. Alright. So it's elves against, actually the order. The Rage Dominion, beats HallYall deck. Buffed it up to a 3/3, but obviously couldn't attack. Why would you even play them then? Maybe he didn't attack also because probably he would go for the freeze with the Wall of the North. But rest assured, Mr. Stall, it is Elves is a rush deck, obviously, so he might have a chance. Not too sure if he has like Fire Blast. I don't think he has Fire Blast because he would have used it against us. So he probably doesn't have mass removal. You know, aside from Firestorm and Cataclysm, but that's a little bit, at the earliest I would say mid-rangey, if he just goes specifically for that. So there could be a chance, because ours was also a control deck, and a stall deck at that, obviously, which is the fact for most control decks. But yeah, Rush, he might have the upper hand here. Good old HallYall. If he doesn't lose due to time, obviously, which has happened in the past. Just wait a second. And yeah, here we see, by the way, a HallYall in its natural habitat, running down the timer. Rest assured, though, in the first game I also channeled my inner HallYall, where I just had 11 minutes left, and I think Sorrow1 had like 13 or something, or 14. So summon a druid into Nienna, and there is a Master Hunter, and this crazy guy right here, this HallYall right here, is going for the triple damage, basically, onto the wall in the north, which is now resolved. And obviously choose to froze the Grove Guardian since he can grow, so that's the bigger issue. Can play Master Hunter off of the top deck, sadly, but he can play it next turn. Possibly. If he has an Elf Scout, he can. And goes for mana. Let's see if that's what it's gonna be. Definitely got that Shrine, obviously, since as we've seen from top deck. Elvish Champion is pretty good. I think it would be Swift. Yup, it sure would. Wouldn't get the Might Emblem. But trust me, he doesn't have more than one creature on the board anyways. And he definitely wants to win that fast. HallYall, that is. So Wonderful Card Draw has Master Hunter and the Elf Scout. The Elvish Champion on hand. Elf Scout would be ideal now, You could go Elf Scout into Summoner Druid into Master Hunter. Only problem is 2, 3. Yeah, that would be enough to kill off the wall. You can also play Elvish Champion and kill off the 2, 3, 4. Nah, not really. He needs to play 2 creatures to deal with wall this turn. And by the way, you know, that's something that they also talked about in Masters. Tidal Wave, additional card draw. Which is kind of viable. You can put Nienna actually on the front line. Because he has 3 HP. The worst... Yeah, well, maybe not in this case, because he basically has 3 1 HP creatures, and you don't know if he runs Fireball or not. Fire Blast or not. So... But yeah... Usually, I would also say you can play Nienna on the front line because it's 3 HP. It's not like it's gonna get killed by everyone. It can deal with itself, basically. And it can also attack. Technically. As you can see right here. It's just support. It doesn't mean that it can attack. It just won't do anything if you point at face. That's all. But it can be a good blocker. The wall is obviously coming back to the front line. Symbol of Fury deals with... Okay, an Elf Scout. Sorry. I thought it was going to be maybe the Summoner Druid. Since he has 1 energy. Nothing to be trifled with. He can also put it on the front line, because... Once he loses that mana, he's not going to do anything anymore. Or energy, rather. Another Grove Guardian off of top deck, if he decides to play that. And also he has 1 Master Hunter. Let's not forget that. Plays the Grove Guardian. Probably goes for the Master Hunter now, I would presume. Another Master Hunter. And another Summoner Druid. That's some pretty good... Pretty good top decking from HallYall there. Yeah, just go energy, use the Master Hunter, get the Summoner Druid next turn, play that, play another Master Hunter. No-brainer. And yeah, that before you use the energy, so you can potentially attack maybe with it next turn. Or just use it for block. Goes for the Master... yeah, okay, for the Summoner Druid. Yeah, okay, makes sense, yeah. Summoner Druid into Symbol of Growth. I can talk for shit now. Doesn't get the additional Shooting Sprout, though. It's probably gonna decide to freeze the Elvish Champion. Not sure why he double attacks. Oh, okay, destroy. Oh, okay. I totally forgot about that. I always go for the Shooting Sprout, obviously, because I play Broccoli a lot. But yeah, you can also destroy artifacts. And there's a high potential that he has more than 1 Symbol of Growth in there. Yeah, I hate to say it, but elves kind of work. I don't know why, but for some reason they do. Next Symbol of Fury. For Grove Guardian again? Maybe Summoner Druid? Goes for the Grove Guardian. The higher of 2 evil. Didn't really pay... didn't really track that, but does he have 2 Master Hunters in hand now? Didn't really track that. Nienna, Legendary Storyteller on top deck. He already has 1 out, but obviously it's Rage, so there are gonna be at the least 4 Firewalls in there, so... Not sure if he wants to keep that on the top deck. Doesn't make sense to play 2, obviously. And we also have to take into consideration that it's only 2 more turns. Sorry. Until Hero Power is coming down, so he also has to calculate that. And maybe put some Master Hunter and buff emblems up. Just to prevent Firestorm from wiping out everything. And there's an Elvish Champion now on top deck. Pretty good. Another Swift. For him. Let's see actually what this guy has to offer here. Not too much for now. But a bunch of creatures already done for HallYall. That's to play the Elvish Champion off of top deck, and this freaking top deck lucky Australian right here actually also has an Elf Scout on top deck, and there we go. There's the Master Hunter. The first of its kind. Buffs up the Elf Scout and the Master Hunter. Goes for Swift. Pretty good. Pretty good. And that's some beats coming in. 3, 5, 6, 8 damage. 2 more turns up and for Firestorm, so Cataclysm won't do anything. He might be dead. He might be. Just put the... I would have put the Summoner Druid, just in case I would have put the Summoner Druid in on front. Ah, well, he can't, since he used the power. Never mind. How would you like a card that says, kill all exhausted creatures? Or deal 3 damage to all exhausted creatures? That would be pretty cool. Would be a pretty cool card. And it has to be instant. To make it even more obnoxious. You know how much stalemates we're gonna get and how much freaking control decks we're gonna get? This would be the ideal card also for 1 turn heal, by the way. So let's see if Sorrow1 has anything to answer. I kinda doubt it. No Cataclysm, no Hero Power. That is gonna be next turn, and next turn he is dead. Symbol of Fury would kill off 2, but would still be enough for lethal with Master Hunter and Elvish Champion. You would probably kill these 2 off. Double Symbol? Not really. That's a Fireball. That deals with 3 damage. That's still lethal. Has a blocker. No, lethal. You can just run Nienna. There you go. Nienna on the front line. Nienna into the Amethyst Scarab and just attack with the rest. And you are good. And I think he also has another Master Hunter. We're gonna see now if that's the case. Or just an Elvish Champion that also does the trick. Symbol of Growth, just to add insult to injury. To kill off the Amethyst Scarab. And there we go. That freaking obnoxious healing deck lost. And we are in for round 2. Didn't really pay attention to what was banned. We're gonna see that next for HallYall and Sorrow1. Also, on the other side, we have 0-1 for Rags against Richiyu. Vegeta69 from India. Damn it. 1-0 against the Porret from Spain. We have... and that's it. Andriola, 2-0 against Imhotep. Italy versus French right there. And we're gonna support. Spectate from Sorrow1's perspective. He's gonna play the healing deck again, and he plays against maybe soldiers. Could be a thing. Actually, let me get on HallYall's side because he has a better card back. There we go. Oh, and first time ever, HallYall message back. Yep, done. I will tank. We're gonna see about that. Okay. So yeah, I guess it's safe to assume this could be either mono or blue soldiers. With blue soldiers being the better alternative. So the other deck that was banned for HallYall was Armen. And for Sorrow1, it was actually soldiers. Possibly soldiers. What else would it be? I mean, yeah, now we have Dragon Assault, but not everyone runs this. But Sorrow1, it's Rage Dominion. Maybe he runs Dragon Assault. That would be pretty meta. Against, in this matchup. And it's, yeah, it's blue soldiers for HallYall. Doesn't come as a surprise though, because it's still a pretty good deck. So, 2 rush decks that he faces with his Order Dominion Chalice bullshit-ass deck. Got lucky with us because we got a stall deck. And another control deck at that point. But yeah, for Sorrow1 it seems to be like 2 control decks and 1 rush deck. Whereas for HallYall, it's 2 rush decks and that Armin could be zombies, which is also a rush deck. So maybe triple rush. Could be a thing. No rage rush, however. That goes to show you how down the shitter that deck archetype is with the new cards that have been released. Which is definitely a cool thing. I mean, especially with Wall in the North. We're gonna have to play until Sorrow1 plays it again, but I think... I think that's a pretty good counter. Against Rage Rush. So the Soldier's Memorial could buff up the Vanguard. Okay, goes for Parallel Evo. Probably the Scarab into a Militia? Or the Militia into a Scarab. Okay, buffs it up. Works as well, sure. Nah, well, it's 3 damage to the face either way. Why not? And did he do that just because he wants to have a Scarab on top? I mean, apparently he doesn't have a Master Tactician. Otherwise there would... wouldn't really be a waste. He would only... Militia would only be a 2-2. Now he has a 2-3 with a Scarab. Goes for a Power Surge into cloning that. So he's still in the game, obviously. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Fire Blast, as I've stated he would have used it against us. But Fire Blast, it's just great removal. Sometimes even board clear, especially against soldiers, even if they have the Master Tactician out. If they have a bunch of sentries and sorry, militias. Oh, yeah, I forgot that it triggers every turn actually when you draw a card. My bad. That is just, yeah, that was fast. That's the Luxio shut him down. Like that Busta Rhymes song. Was it Busta Rhymes? I think it was. And there is the resign. A pretty quick game for HallYall. Never would have thought that we would say that about our own Spellweaver Slowpoke.